first opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cleveland Browns. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
They're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Parker. They'll get this off to Taylor. And he's got some space here. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Operating from the gun. Parker. Touchdown, Colts! Tyler Higbee from 6 yards away. And the Colts are on the board here first in the season opener. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz there to make the grab. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return is Hines. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts.
They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Parker, and it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Parker to throw on 3rd down. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return is Hines. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken in at the 22. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. offense ready to go. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. With these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They go play action. Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Mayfield off the play fake. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
That catch good for only a couple. Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how rush coming, and he's taken down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. From the gun, Parker. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, a 23-yard run. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point safely through. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, put the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Mayfield on play action.
It's complete to John Ross. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 40. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mayfield looks to throw. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 21. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Mayfield. Flush to his right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. A give. This is Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there on the catch and run.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Parker. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But
it got his man complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there just before halftime. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll have a little bit of time to work with, 35 seconds until the break. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And some room to maneuver. The 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Indianapolis. Zach Pascal, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
Taken from about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Browns going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. A run for Nick Chubb. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. First down, Mayfield. Open man is Ross, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So, all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz
with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful.
There he goes, right side. 30. 10. 5. Touchdown. Tyler Higbee. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. 1 play, 75 yards, 6 points.
This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've had to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Able to slither by. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They run. Chubb. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. They go with Chubb on second down. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 35. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Someone's been having a good game so far. And you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. Flushed out right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So on fourth down, they're going to go again. Keep in mind they're 3 of 4 so far in these situations.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
And the Colts will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. To throw. Parker. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. And they're going to speed things up here. On the ground, it's Chubb. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. Got a man. It's Schwartz, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try to keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Mayfield now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Chubb. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. 3rd and goal, they're going with Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that 1st down marker. They'll run for it. Chubb. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line.
Let's go.
Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. This is fielded at the 7. And not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, 78 yards. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 5. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. On the return is Hines. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Parker. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
So a nice throw there. And, CD, I have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
Now Parker throwing on 1st down.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Zach Pascal, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
McLaughlin for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
On the return is Hines. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Parker. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw is Parker on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz there to make the grab. And the Browns are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
On the return is Hines. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
On the return is Hines. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Throwing after the interception. Parker. That's into the hands of Pascal. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Parker. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And going right back to Pittman.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw again. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. Parker now operating from the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's Parker looking to throw on 2nd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it was just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Cleveland, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bears.
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink it. Moment of truth, credit check. You not approved, BB King.